So here's where all of that led us. This is called the SAS triangle area formula. Okay, so this is an alternative to the area equals 1/2 base times height. And this is how the formula is written out on your book. It's written out as area equals 1/2 times A times B times sine of angle C. And just like before, kind of with the law of cosines, I get very annoyed with having to label these like A, B, and C, okay? Because that makes it sound more confusing. When you write a formula, you have to label the sides with something. But the point of this, what I really want you to take away from this crazy formula, is that A and B are just any two sides, and that C is talking about the angle between these two sides. Okay, so if the way I have this triangle here labeled, sides A and B would be this one and this one, and then angle C would be this one that's included. That's again why it's called the SAS. It's side, angle, side. That doesn't mean that this wouldn't work if I was looking at, let's say, this side and this side. If I was looking at these two sides, B and C, then I would use angle A. So please don't get hung up on what the letters are, okay? Because really, it's just saying two sides and the angle in between. So it's 1/2 times this side times the sine of this angle. Or 1/2 times this side times the sine of this angle. Okay, you can do any combination you want as long as it's two sides and the angle in between. This example is not in your notes anywhere, okay? I suggest that you just kind of follow along with this one, that you just watch it, and then the next one you'll actually write down. If you do want to write this one down, you're more than welcome to. Just find a spot in your notes to do it. I pulled this example out because the one that's in your notes is actually a little more complicated than most of these problems are, and I wanted you to see a nice simple one. So I'm going to find the area of this triangle, okay? And I've got this angle, and then I have all three sides. Now, I can't use 1/2 base times height, which is our normal area formula, because I don't have a height. I don't have a right angle anywhere in this picture, okay? But if I have this angle, I can use the two sides that kind of make up that angle. So that'd be these two, the 12 and the 18, okay? Because you'll see that now I have side, angle, side. Okay, that angle is like sandwiched in between those two sides. And so my formula is going to look like this. It's going to be area equals 1/2 times one of the sides times the other side times the sine of the angle that's in between those two. Okay, and notice I didn't use the 16 at all. Okay, I only used the two sides that kind of sandwich that angle. This can go straight into your calculator, and we end up with, as an answer, we end up with 57.2. Remember, that's an area, so that does make sense. That's 57.2 square units. Okay, so you're just doing 1/2 times side, doesn't matter, well, you want the two sides that sandwich the angle. So side times sine of the angle that's squished in between these two sides. Okay? All right, now this next example is in your notes, so this one you'll want to make sure you copy down. Okay, so again, I've copied that formula down there for you. Again, don't get hung up on the A, B, and C so much. Remember, you're thinking side, angle in between. The problem in this example is you've got this side and this side, but you don't have that angle in between those two sides. And you can't use this angle because you don't have this side. You would have to have like this side and this side to use the 27. So what you're going to have to do in this one, and not that this is hard, but you don't have to do this in every problem, and I don't want you to think that this will always be this way. We're going to have to find out what this angle is, which is not so bad. I'm going to take 27 and 27, that makes 54, and then if I do 180 minus 54, remember, angles in a triangle add up to 180, That's going to be, let's see, 126. So this angle is 126 degrees. And now I can do my side angle side by doing, whoops, where's my pen? Side, angle, side. Okay, so those 27s, I really just needed to be able to find that angle up at the top. So when I go to find area, I would do 1/2 times 15 times 15 times sine of that 126. Type that straight into my calculator, and I end up with, comes out to like 91.0, and that would be square units. Okay, so SAS area formula, not too bad. Just remember, you're always looking for a side, and an angle in between. Okay, now I think there's going to be one on Nearpod that I want you to try on your own, and then you're free to start tonight's homework.